Good morning, teacher. My name is Flavia Cáceres. Today, my team and I are going to present our analysis of Starbucks Corporation. The members of my group are Amy Florian, Fabricio Torrones, Ichiro Vargas, and me, Flavia Cáceres. Let's begin. To begin, we will talk about the mission and vision of Starbucks. First, the mission to inspire and nurture the human spirit. One person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. And the vision to be the most respected and recognized coffee brand in the world, delivering quality, unique experiences, and sustainable growth. Now, in this part, we will look at the market research. First, the direct competitors, Dunkin' Donuts. They sell coffee, donuts, and beverages at affordable prices. They focus on fast service and convenience. McCafe. They offer coffee and pizzerias inside McDonald's restaurants. They have competitive price and strong brand recognition. Now we continue with the indirect competitors. Nespresso competes with Starbucks because many customers prefers making high quality coffee at home. Focus on convenience, premium flavor, and luxury branding. Alto Mayo offers a lower cost alternative for daily coffee consumption, has a strong presence in Peru, and is recognized for its local origin.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Amy Florian, and I will talk about Starbucks long-term goals and short-term goals. Okay, first, let's explain the long-term goals. Starbucks plans to reduce its carbon emissions, water use, and waste by 50% by 2030. This means the company is focusing on becoming more environmentally responsible. Their second goal is to grow to 55,000 stores globally by 2030. This shows Starbucks' strategy to expand internationally and reach more markets. The third goal is to ensure that all its coffee is ethically and sustainably sourced through the Coffee Practices Program. This shows that Starbucks supports farmers and also protects the environment. Now, let's continue talking about the short-term goals. First, Starbucks wants to improve the customer experience by making service faster and more efficient. This is important because customers expect quick service, especially with mobile ordering. Second, they are also working to expand the number of greener stores, which are designed to reduce energy, water, and waste. Finally, Starbucks wants to increase the use of reusable cups to reduce single-use packaging. In general, these objectives show that Starbucks is focused on sustainability, global growth, and better customer service. Well, in this part, I will explain the main competitors of Starbucks, including two direct and three indirect competitors. The direct competitors are Dunkin' Donuts and McCafe. Dunkin' Donuts sells coffee, donuts, breakfast items, and hot and cold beverages. They sell through physical stores, delivery apps, and online ordering, mainly in shopping malls and main streets. McCafe offers coffee, hot and cold beverages, and bakery and pastry products. It operates inside McDonald's restaurants and sells through delivery and mobile apps, both in physical locations and online. The indirect competitors are Nespresso and Alto Mayo. Nespresso sells premium coffee capsules, coffee machines, and accessories through online stores, physical boutiques, and home delivery. Alto Mayo sells ground coffee, instant coffee, and coffee beans through supermarkets and local stores across Peru. These competitors represent strong alternatives for Starbucks in coffee market. Now I will explain the SWOT analysis of Starbucks. First, the strengths. Starbucks has a strong global brand recognition as it is one of the most well-known coffee brands in the world. It also has high customer loyalty because of its consistent quality and personalized experience. In addition, Starbucks offers a wide product variety including drinks, food, seasonal items, and plant-based options. Next, we have the weaknesses. One of the main weaknesses is that its high prices compared to local competitors, which makes some customers see Starbucks as expensive. Another weakness is its dependence on the US market. Also, during peak hours, service can be slow due to the high demand. Now we have the opportunities. Starbucks has opportunities for expansion in emerging markets, especially in Asia and Latin America. There is also an increasing demand for sustainable products, such as plant-based options and eco-friendly options. Digital growth through mobile ordering and loyalty programs is another important opportunity. Finally, we have the threats. Starbucks faces strong competition from local cafes and global brands. Rising coffee bean prices and economic recessions can also affect customers' spending.
In terms of politics, Starbucks is affected by regulations on coffee imports in producing countries such as Latin America, Africa, and Asia. It is also impacted by minimum wage policies in key markets like the United States and Europe, which increase the labor costs. In addition, environmental and sustainability laws, such as regulation on plastic use, emissions, and fair trade practices after Starbucks operations. Finally, international trade can increase the cost of raw materials such as coffee and cocoa. Moving on to economic factors, global inflation has increased the cost of coffee, milk, and logistics. Because Starbucks is considered a premium brand, change in consumers' purchasing power directly affect its sales. Exchange rate fluctuations also impact its international operations. During economic crises, people tend to reduce visits to physical stores and spend less on non-essential products like especially coffee. In relation to social factors, there has been a strong growth in especially coffee culture. At the same time, more people are choosing vegan, sugar-free, and lactose-free products. There is also higher awareness of ethical consumption and fair trade. Additionally, Starbucks has become a popular place for studying, working remotely, and socializing because of its environment and free Wi-Fi. Finally, in terms of technology, Starbucks makes extensive use of mobile apps for ordering and cashless payments. The company also uses data analysis to personalize offer customers. In addition, Starbucks invests in innovation in coffee machines and automation. Its digital loyalty program represents an important technological advantage of many traditional coffee shops. Bargaining power of suppliers. First, regarding suppliers, Starbucks depends on coffee farmers in specific regions to supply high-quality coffee beans. However, the company works under ethical sourcing programs which reduce the power of suppliers. Even so, high-quality coffee is limited. For this reason, the bargaining power of players is considered medium. Bargaining power of customers. Secondly, when it comes to customers, there are many alternatives such as local coffee shops, home coffee machines, and small business. Customers can easily switch to another brand, as Starbucks is often perceived and expensive. Therefore, the bargaining power of customers is considered high. Threat of new entrants. Next, talking about new competitors, opening a coffee shop is relatively easy. However, it is very difficult to compete with Starbucks' strong brand, global presence, prime locations, customer experience, and efficient supply chain. That is the why of threat of new entrants is considered medium. Threat of substitutes. Another important factor is substitutes. There are many options as instant coffee, energy drinks, ready-to-drink beverages, tea, water, and soft drinks. Because of this wide variety of choices, the threat of substitute products is high. Competitive rivalry. Lastly, in terms of competition, Starbucks faces strong rivals such as Dunkin', Costa Coffee, Mac Coffee, and thousands of local artisan coffees. The market is highly saturated, and companies constantly compete for better locations, lower prices, better experience, and more innovation. For this reason, the competitive rivalry is very high. Starbucks offers a wide variety of high-quality coffees and beverages, both hot and cold, as well as teas and seasonal drinks. In addition, Starbucks does not only sell coffee, it sells a premium experience based on quality ambience and strong brand identity.
Now I will talk about a part of price. Starbucks uses a premium pricing strategy, which means that its prices are higher than local competitors. This is because customers are not only paying for the coffee, but also for the quality, personalization, and the brand experience. In addition, Starbucks prices can change depending on the country, the location of the store, and of course for the type of product. For example, a drink can be more expensive in an airport or a shopping mall. Even with higher prices, many customers are willing to pay just because they trust the brand and enjoy the Starbucks experience.
Now let's continue with place where a Starbucks store and service are located. Starbucks stores are located in high districts areas like malls, business district, universities, and airports. The brand also sells through mobiles, apps, delivery service, drive-through locations, supermarket, and online platforms offering easy access for customers.
Starbucks at the promotion use a reward system as a promotional strategy. Implementing it is a way to build customer loyalty and use of name on customer glasses as a brand icon. The competitive strategy is based on offering superior value to a definite market segment through highly valued service at a reasonable price. Furthermore, it employs a market penetration strategy involving expansion into new areas and the launch of new products and channels, primarily focusing on Lima to increase coverage and presence against competitors such as Juan Valdez on Dunkin' Donuts. Also noteworthy are their efforts to promote digitalization and sustainability, as well as the implementation of greener stores. Human strategy resource of Starbucks Peru serves as the engine of its competitive advantage by redefining the employee as a partner, prioritizing hiring based on attitude and a service mindset over technical experience. This approach is solid through rigorous training and recognition programs like Coffee Master designed to empower the staff. Furthermore, to adapt to local workforce profile, primary university students, they offer a value proposition centered on flexible schedules, educational agreements through to the LOSI group, and a clear career path, fostering an inclusive and motivating environment that ensures the delivery of the premium experience defining the brand. And the conclusion, Starbucks Peru leads the market with a premium pricing strategy that prioritizes personalized experience and quality over low cost, differentiating itself from competitors like Dunkin' Donuts through digital loyalty programs and brand recognition on its cups. Its success is based on a human resource model that transforms employees into partners, focusing on university students with flexible schedules under the Delosi groups and ambitious sustainability goals for 2030, seeking to reduce its environmental footprint while expanding its physical and digital presence. Thanks.